Hi Stampers, this is Dawn from DawnStampingThoughts.net, and today we're going to make this card. Isn't it cute? And I got the idea from this card from my friend Kelly. I got this card from her as a swap. Isn't it cute? So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we're going to need a piece of Whisper White, and this is cut at 5 1/4 by 9 1/2, and then a piece of Soft Sky, and this is cut at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So we're going to grab the paper trimmer. Okay, so we're going to score this at 2 1/2, and then we're going to slide it down to 5 1/2 and score. Okay, then this is going to fold on itself like this and then back. So it should look like this. This is the front. Actually, it probably should look like that. Okay, okay, so then I have another piece of Soft Sky, and this is cut at 5 1/4 by 2, but we're going to score this at 1 inch. And we're going to use the fringe scissors on this, so we're just going to score this really quick for later. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and punch, but we're going to use the Big Shot with the circle framelits. You could go ahead and use the 2 1/2 inch circle punch, but when you're punching through 2 layers, I couldn't do it with my hands, so I just thought I'd use the framelits. But if you have the 2 1/2 inch circle punch, slide it in about halfway, and then you would punch through both layers. But we're going to use the Big Shot, so let me grab that. Okay, so we're using the circle framelits, and I'm using the 5th one in from the center. And I'm going to place this about halfway over the circle, just like that. And you're going to do both of the layers. So after you fold it back, we're going to cut both of those layers together at the same time. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and do some stamping first, and we're using Happy Watercolor. I'm going to use this image and the greeting and then these dots also. So we're going to use the black StazOn. I'm going to stamp this little flower stem here, and I'm going to just eyeball it where the circle is here is where I pretty much want to stamp this image. So right about there. So I want that to show through the window a little bit like that. Okay, so then we're going to stamp the greeting on a piece of Whisper White. And it says, "You make me happy." Okay, so then we're going to use the Soft Sky Classic ink. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stamp the front, this panel right here, with the Soft Sky. But let me get a piece of scrap paper here. Okay, so we're just going to stamp the front of the card, and I'm going to ink up the stamp, but I'm going to stamp off, so it just gives it a little bit lighter shade of the Soft Sky. Okay, so it should look like that. And then I went ahead already and stamped the inside of this one, but we'll skip that step right now. But just know that I did that on the inside also. Okay, so now we're going to do some watercoloring. So I'm going to grab the aqua painter right here, and I have a napkin, and I'm just going to squeeze the barrel of the aqua painter to get water to the tip, and then I'm going to dip it into the ink here, and I'm just going to lightly color these flowers really quick. So I'm going to take the crumb cake marker, and I'm going to color the stem. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and punch out the greeting, which is "You Make Me Happy," and I'm going to grab the Big Shot again. This time we're going to use the banner framelits. We're going to use this one for the greeting, and then I'm going to punch out another one the next size up with the Soft Sky cardstock for layering. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and layer these pieces together, the banners. Let me grab a dimensional. Put to the side right here. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and put this onto the Soft Sky cardstock. Piece, remember when we scored it? And we're going to take that score line and we're going to use the fringe scissors. These are what those look like. Brand new in the Occasions catalog. Love it! And there's a trick to using these scissors we learned at Leadership. Now, I made a score line just for a guide on this piece of cardstock. So when you're cutting, I'm going to cut on another piece here. Let's use this one. This is what you don't want to cut, like with these scissors. You don't want to cut to the point because I don't know if it's going to show up on the video or not, but it turns the fringe and it twists them and it's almost like it's ripped. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to the base of the scissors and you're going to cut up. It's like that. So you can see the difference. I hope it shows up in the video. Okay, so what we're going to do on this piece of Soft Sky, we're going to cut up to that 1-inch guide. So I'm just going to feed it in, and I'm going to cut up to that score line. And they really cut super nice. Okay, one more. Okay, isn't that nice? Okay, so now I'm just going to freehand and cut a little bit off of the edge here because I don't really need it to be that long on the inside of the front of the card. Okay, so then the inside right here, you're going to fold your card. So you're going to flip this open and you're going to put adhesive on this edge here. And then you're going to put your fringe. I'm going to line it up right along the side of the Whisper White base, because when we open the card we don't want the fringe to be bent, so we're going to come off the edge just a tad bit, and I'm hoping this is right. I can't see on that side without putting my head in the camera. Okay, so right about there looks good. So you're just going to go ahead and fold this over just like that, and then you can go ahead and flatten out your fringe, and it flattens out really easy. Just like that. Isn't that pretty? That's it. So then to seal off the card, you're just going to go ahead and open it up. I'm just going to put adhesive on the inside. Okay. And then fold it over. Close it up. Isn't that cute? Love it. So then there's that one. Okay, so then here's this one. And then here's Kelly's. She used the stretched ribbon along the edge, which is super cute too. That matches her strawberry slush. Okay, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you later. Bye.